I'm looking at the wrong thing. I think. Am I? Oh, I guess I am here. Yes, I. What is this stupid stuff? Okay, I'm. I'm still not. Yeah. How can I say? Okay, so we're waiting for the eggs, ladies and gentlemen. I have. Let me just double check. I have 7 minutes on my clock, and then I can lay my eggs. Um, my farm is not public right now at this moment because I want to do the eggs, and the eggs should, be rather fast. So I'm good with that. Oh God, I gotta step away for like a second. I have something that I forgot to put in my trash barrel. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Give me a moment. Alrighty. There we go. Put my trash barrel right here. Yep. There. Okay. Put the old headset on. Okay. So now I'm down to 6 minutes on the clock. But like I said, peeps, I'm not gonna open my farm right just yet. But I'll show you what I do have right now that I have as far as bunnies are concerned. And I did. Wait a minute. Let me just check something. Oh, okay. So I'm being silly here today. But anyway, let me just show you how many rabbits I have down. I have 11,676 bunnies. I do believe that okay, you know what? I can go to the Discord channel because we do have time. I have time. Hey, what the heck, right? Um, but one of the members, he kindly put down what's going on with what you need and what you don't need, kind of thing. And there he goes. Okay, so you're going to have the unique, which is the painted eggs. That's what they're called, painted eggs, and obviously the Easter rabbits. These are your unique ones. And also, I know there it wasn't thrown. I don't see it. Painted eggs. No, I don't. Why don't I see that? Okay, there was a sculpting thing for the bunny rabbit statue. All right. So I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. But on the gather painted eggs, it's 15,000. Hopefully, I'll reach that. And then on the Easter bunnies, it's 6,000. Okay. And I do know that they have their dailies, obviously. But you see, it's interesting that I don't gather. Is that a. Bunny with Easter eggs. Okay. I'm sorry. Um, but I bet it's also going to be, it's a sculpting. It's the bunny. It shows a statue with the bunny with the Easter eggs. So my guess is that I know it's going to be unique. So, but I'm going to have those things all set up. I forget exactly how long it takes for those, but it's like anything else. But I have it all set up down there for you for when it does open up. Let me see. Do I have to exit out of the game? I wonder. Oops. No. Go back to this again. Okay, 3 minutes I have. Um, and I'm just assuming because see, I didn't leak like I didn't even feed the rabbits. I just kind of put them down, and then I put a few more down. But also, you guys know that I have to run up and um, also get the put the put the eggs down on the signage. So there will be that. But again, I'm not going to worry about people rushing in to get what they need, only because it's I'm in private mode. So in private mode, only people that have access to my name through Steam can actually join me. So there's that. So, but I did, and unfortunately, I did add more, look, more bunnies. But I don't really think I need to add any more than I have, like already. So I'm good with that. Um, and once the event starts, I'm going to shut off my quest up there. I mean, I know what my quest will be. Ooh, okay. Let me just get off of this. I just want to double check what needs to be. See, I think I was on my other farm when I did this. This I did. I took them off. They were in the field here, but I thought, no, I'm not gonna bother. Okay, so we have 1 minute, right? So what I'm gonna do is, for a real quick second, hopefully it'll work the way I expect. I'm gonna exit out, kind of let the game refresh. So give me a moment. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in. See, it's kind of like even if they upload it and things like that, I mean, I can just do a refresh. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. It's just a refresh. But the only thing basically now that I'm going to do is my eggs, and that's that. It didn't say a minute, I noticed. But the truth is when I look at my rabbits, whoops, 20, oh, come on, 27 seconds. I might as well get my gold. And by the way, guys, you see that? Like, you see that gather? 10,000 coin, 25 diamonds, and two ribbons. But I thought you get, yeah, and you get 10 puzzle pieces. That's what you get. Okay, so far my rabbits aren't rabbits yet. I mean, well, they are rabbits, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going to start from, number, when I get over there. I'm going to start from number 9, well, technically down towards number 10. Okay, so, I mean, where, oh, oh, I have to go down to 11. Oh, oh. Hody ho ho. Okay, so let's just give it a look. And why does it say 36 by 30? Because it, oh, okay, I see. Okay, so now let's just see. They're not there yet. So it says, okay, so it says why event. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exit out again because I don't see the egg. Ah, bingo, I see the egg. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have the painted eggs. Ooh, 2 hours. So 1 hour. Not a bad. Not bad. Okay? It's definitely not bad. So we're going to get ourselves our painted eggs put up. That's what I'm doing right now. And as you can see, let me eliminate. I'm going to eliminate my quest log. I mean, I can always, like, look at my quest log, unpin. Okay, so the only thing I'm doing right now, as it stands, is I'm doing the eggs down. Yay us. And it does show, like, I'm doing the eggs and, things like that. But then, of course, there's our dailies. Oh, and I have to run to each house. Oh, wait, go back. Go back. Oh, crap. Hold on a minute. I got to go back to 11. I forgot to copy and paste. Oh, yeah, that helps, doesn't it, guys? Okay, so now I'm going to do copy. All right. And and then go up here, back to where I was. I kind of forgot. Now, in worst case scenario, guys, I'm going to just see how many eggs I get to put down now. Okay? Or that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to see because, I know for a fact, and we all know that no one's going to come here for that lettuce. They haven't been here, well, actually, probably for a couple of days for lettuce or more. But that's okay, it gives me a chance to get my farm straightened out, and plus I was off helping others, so that meant also, I mean, because my farm was down, you're not down, down, but it was, I mean, I had my farm off. Oops, there it goes again. Okay, so I have to jump off here and see, I just got to remember paste. I mean, because I'm just curious, and we'll all know, how many eggs I'll have for the event. But I'm definitely going to, make sure I have at least a 15,000. I'm not going to worry about that because, if it means just going down to the lettuce farms, the fields, I'll do that too. It's not a big deal. Okay, it's going to have me make it go again. Why? Here we go. And see, there you go. But I have a funny feeling that it's going to be a lot more. I'm going to need a lot. I'm going to need some more lines for the eggs, but that's okay. It's all good. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, very nice. Okay. Before I couldn't do that. Thank God we don't have to feed the eggs, huh? Just the rabbits. And I have enough berries, as you can see, because I laid out those rabbits a while back. They were there, and I laid them out a while back. So by doing that, basically, I know a lot of people were wanted to be ahead of the game with the rabbits. You know, the only thing at the time that I would tell people that I would help out, listen, you got to make sure you have enough berry trees because otherwise it's pointless to have all these rabbits down. And I'm not kidding when I say that because I have a good supply right now, obviously, because you know I have my workers on my trees, and you can see that up there. Now, worst case scenario too is I can remove two trees up there if need be, but I don't have to because on my farm too, I also have workers on trees there as well. So it should work out. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a big deal. Um, and I'm sure my other friend's farm is already set up. Yeah, she always has it ready. And maybe we'll go visit there too. This should be like eight, ooh, maybe eight. I want to say eight something. 34 maybe? 17? Let me see. Okay, 822. All right, I wasn't sure. And see, this is all I have to do now is just go up and down, up and down. I didn't change the fencing. I planned on doing that, but I might do it over time um, for that. And then what I can do eventually is to have this, like when the event is over with, um, I can have it that way. See now it shows my Easter rabbits are 11,676. I don't, and I'm not going to put rabbits on another farm. I'm going to leave them right here because I fixed my other two farms. I like the way they look, and I don't want to put any overages of rabbits over there. Well, actually, I do have them there, but they're with the unicorns in the alpacas. It's kind of like they're just there to be there. So, how did the Brussels sprouts get? That's weird. quest log. Let me see. Um, okay, I'll unpin it. Or maybe I did it by accident. I don't know. But anyways, we're good on that. And so I mean, so we're doing really well, with this. And I mean, and my farm, like before, the prior event that we had for St. Patty's Day, I had my farm pretty much open all the time. Um, so it is what it is. And I know what's going to happen. The same thing, guys. Okay, so we have what 59 minutes on the eggs. That's cool. It's good. Um, but I do know that on the rabbits, those are every 2 hours. Okay. So, and I know a lot of people are going to be literally hopping around looking for rabbits because it's always something that's going to be like the hardest thing to do or to get. So, there's that. See now, those are dailies. Wait a second. I'm still. Oh, okay. Bunny with Easter egg. Okay, so I see it now. What's interesting, I'm gonna just take a peek at the quest requirements because I have a feeling that on the unique, I just thought that it was also included because I did see that, but now I kind of wonder. I remember when when we had this Easter event come out, and when I saw what it required for Easter bunnies and eggs, I'm like, "Are you serious?" I wish I had screenshots of my farm back in the day when we first did Easter. Okay, keep going. Oh, I have to stop, don't I? Yeah, for a moment. Okay, okay. Here's the event. Okay, so it shows us needing. Okay, okay. Oh no, oh no. Do you see this, guys? Do you see this? I hope you all see that. Okay, so let's just start off with the gather painted eggs, 15,000 rabbits. Wow. So the only time that I have to do that then is to just make the thing. Okay. See, now I have to tell you something. I mainly did the Easter event on my main farm. This is Larry's farm. And I did change the name in his memory. I want to, I miss him. I miss him badly. I'm sure, but it is what it is. But I dedicated this farm to him. So, and what a name to have. You know what I mean? Is it going to show you the name? Well, because in case some of you guys see a name and it's going to say Larry's eventful. No, uh, Larry's favorite event or something like that. I have to look again. Okay, Larry's favorite and event farm. See that? Nice. So if you see your favorites change to Larry's favor and event farm, it's me. Um, and by the way, I do upload these to YouTube. So if you get a chance to see it and you following me and you catch me on YouTube, um, I'll happily show you the code, just so you all can see that. But right now, I mean, I'm just kind of curious, but I'm not going to leave this farm just to find out. I'm curious though, because 15,000 eggs. That's where am I at now? 20. Oof. I bet you I have to move. I have to do it down there with the lettuce. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. People are more interested in getting their eggs and things like that. So there's that. And like I said, I have farm two and three. Farm two, yes, like I said, I put down the three three different animals. One that eats a lot of the thing, and I've got my berries capped out at 25,085, which is good. That's the maximum amount. I have the maximum amount of my inventory opened, so I don't have to go upgrade the warehouse anymore. I mean, that thing is capped, so I'm happy with that. And we did see it as what, 820 something eggs per row. So, you guys ought to get this done pretty fairly easily. I know that when I open my farm, people are just going to gouge my rabbits because their eggs won't be ready. Unlike, like the other event we had, it was 30 minutes, which wasn't bad. But now they're going to have to wait an hour. So it's okay. It's all good. I was reading the other day, and it sort of, yes, made sense. Um, Somebody had said, something about getting a template of your farm, like especially if you're doing an event farm or something like that. But then I thought to myself afterwards, like, well, you know what? I just do a screenshot and I know what I want to do. Because when I played Farm Together One, I took screenshots of, my farm, for example, and I also took screenshots of other farms that were much more productive, and it made sense to me. And so, I mean, and that's what I did. I would sometimes go to other people's farms and I go, wow, that's a pretty good set. Because, then too, just like now, we also had like, restrictions as far as how many animals you could put down, the fish, and oh, God. And that was Farm Together One. We still have that same kind of rule here, but I think what they did was for us is that they changed that around so we could have a lot more. It's 999. But the thing is, you got to make sure, like I just put the automatic, whatever the row is, but I don't let them mix in with the other, other animals. I've never seen it happen yet. Well, no, you know what? Honestly, I've never seen it happen with crops because I've seen fields where it's just open, no fences, no nothing. So I haven't seen that. And the thing is, because I had kind of told this to this other person the other day. You see how I'm doing this now? Okay, putting the crops on. You got to be careful when you're putting animals down because what happens is, and especially a lot of you people that just recycled your farm, and everything is just gone. Obviously, hopefully. Because when you recycle your farm, make sure you take everything off your farm. Like it'll say, do you want the stops to be there? Just say no. You want everything gone. You don't want it to stay there and remain. Okay, just an FYI. So, and that's what I did. I did that. So now I'm gonna watch my gas too. It was the thing ugh, I don't know why I seen that the garage was full. For the gas. And for some silly reason, I maybe because I was just wasn't paying attention because I was putting, because I was like nonstop putting down bunny rabbits. So when you're nonstop putting down bunny rabbits, you don't really pay attention too much to your gas, and which that's what I did. I wasn't paying too much attention to my gas. Well, it is what it is, unfortunately. Um, but see now it's starting to shape up a little bit. Painted eggs. Those are my for like for dailies. Um, but I'm very happy that they didn't um, you know that they didn't do everything, change it around. It's kind of funny. I just kind of looked at um, some of the things that you do get as rewards. And I know that on my main farm, I have all the stuff for Easter. So, but that's when I thought it was a glitch. Maya, I don't think it was a glitch because I don't I don't see it on the thing. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I'm gonna double check one of those houses just for giggles and laughs, just to see when I finish this row. Oh, I'm not even halfway. Oh, now I was. Okay, and you see, like I put the lights to separate the crops and things like that, and the bunnies are just impatiently waiting. And yesterday was April Fool's Day, so what I was thinking was when I was seeing, like some of the animals like moving in places where they're not supposed to be, but it wasn't as, I don't know, I noticed it wasn't as overly done. It was just slightly, you'd see them kind of, moving around and things like that. So, and by the way, I went out of my watch zone of of Twitch was Twitch. My gosh, you know what I did? I kind of was browsing around with different videos, and so I was watching this guy, and he was playing Battlefield 6. I think it's like the latest one. And I mean, I used to play Battlefield long time ago. I mean, a real long time ago. And at that time, it was okay, I guess. I don't know, but um, at least I was watching it. But you know what? The thing I liked about it was there was not a lot of swearing and cussing and things like that. He actually, I'm gonna check this house because I want to do them now to get them out of the way. Where is it? Oh, nope, nope, nope. Yeah. Yep, see, there it is, the bunny. And okay, so let's go out of these. You know what? I'm just gonna put them up because it just takes me a minute to get it done. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the food. Bunny. We'll get this out of the way. See, I know people are gonna come here and probably do the food and things. I don't really care what they do. I mean, I don't care. If they can, they can. If they can't, they can't. Um, okay, so I got that one done. And okay, so let's just hit this up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Okay. Oh, why is that? Oh, because I was already there. Hello. Okay, so did I do this one? Yeah, okay. So, all right, so now I got to do over here. Food's probably on the thing. Oh, no. The only drawback to this, by the way, just again, I give you a heads up in case you doing it yourself for the first time, it's not going to show purple if it's done or whatever. You're just going to walk up to it and it's going to like be maybe whatever. What did I have in here? That's oh that. Okay, let's get this out of the way. All right, now I got one more house. See, this takes a second, so we're good. And put this. Oh, I didn't show you the other new thing. I kind of like it, the new TV. Yeah, just to show you the little TV. And then they haven't, and then they have the old-fashioned TV. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was like, I know I put it in. And there you go. See, this is the old-fashioned TV. You're probably saying old-fashioned. What do you mean? I never seen a TV like that before. Well, let me tell you something. Back in the day, it was not a remote. It was black and white, really. I forget how old I was when we got color TV, but it is what it is. So let me get back down to my little eggs. I think it was 10. Oh, yeah. Somewhere here, right? Okay. And and I've been getting a little visitor out my window, and it's been past few days. It's a little squirrel. He comes over and and of course, Shotgun, my cat, he's like, "What the heck is that, Mama?" And he's like trying to figure out what is it doing. So every day, so maybe I'll put some nuts or something out there for him, huh? So painted eggs. Look at that. I'm not even. Oh my God! I'm not even halfway. You feel my pain? Yeah, I feel it too. So the weather for me up here in New Hampshire has been nice. Don't get me wrong. I also had a a company which was really nice. The guy was, I guess he was going for like so not well. If you were out there, he'd kind of do a door to door thing to see if he wanted your driveway paved. And I had mine done, and it was a really really good price. I couldn't pass it up. And they did a very nice job. It was clean, things like that. They cleaned up after themselves, but they were a very nice group of guys. Even when they ran out of the tar stuff, the guy says, we'll be right back, and I said okay. And I know people when you have somebody walk up to you and say, "Hey, do you want your windows washed? Hey, do you want this stuff?" I understand, because there are people out there that'll scam you. But this guy says, and you don't have to give me any money now, like that. I said, okay, that's fine. No problem, right? And he goes, nope, you pay me when the job is done. And, you know, and as soon as I said, okay, that's fine, he got his guys right there to work and do their thing. Yes, they did. And as a matter of fact, they double coated it, so, and it was really, really neat. I really appreciated that, so it was kind of like to me a blessing in disguise in a way. So there is that. So I don't know if you guys are just I'm just curious if there's any farms ready because I'd be shocked. I kind of think about that because I'm on the East Coast. I'm up here in New Hampshire, the United States. So, and I know that obviously when you head over to Europe, they're ahead of our time. So I I know that they supposedly are supposed to go by the time, like, let's say, I don't know if mine started at 12 o'clock or whatever, or 1 o'clock, whatever time it started. But here's the thing. Um, I often think, I mean, even though, we all know what time it is and stuff, it's like they have to go by, it's got to be a universal time that we all do, so it is that, so. But the weather is getting better. It's a little chilly today, not too bad. A little chilly, just a little. But I think today, what I'm going to do is because I want to kind of pull up the old stuff from the garden and kind of work on that a little bit, just get some of the stuff to clean it up. Because obviously, the people that before us, they did have certain flowers, not a lot, but I have to get out there and clean up the mess and kind of straighten it out and get it a little better organized kind of thing. But hey, in my phone, oh, it's right there beside me. I was like, where's my phone at? Oh, oh, and my calendar. Yeah, and I'm thinking about going onto my Xbox and starting to stream only because I do play another game and I know it's like the pros and cons. Um, and I think I'm going to play it. It's called Sand. Oh, I think it's Star Sand. I'll have to look it up again. But it's it's not a bad game. It's different, way different than this game, and that's the thing about it. I like playing different games that are, why did it do that? Beats me. Oh, because it was my computer. Let me see. Does it know my fingerprint? Oh, it does. Wow. Okay. I didn't realize. Boy, this new phone that I got. I don't know if I mentioned it to you the other day, but I got I got the Motorola 2026, and you know what? It's not a bad little phone. Oh, look at this. The only thing that's bad is getting all the wires not confused. And that's another big adventurous thing I'm going to be doing very, very, very soon is um, I'm going to change my room around that I have, like with my computer in it and stuff. I'm going to change it around. Um, yeah, I kind of thought, you know what? I want to change it around. Um, and like I did get a new chair last, well, no, yeah, I got it last year. I got a new chair, a new computer chair, and I don't really like it. It's not as comfortable as my old one. I like my old one. You know what I mean, guys? You know how you have an old chair and you say, oh, you know what? Now that tells me right there. See where it says painted eggs, 5,800. Okay, so you know what I'm going to have to do, right? Because if I need to do 15,000 and I'm already at the 5,000 mark, and that over, so you figure, so if I have 5, 8, and 8 is 16, so that's going to be about 7,000. It's, so what I'm going to end up doing is, yeah, I'm going to go down to where um, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. The lettuces. Yeah, I'm going to have to do lettuce. Well, it's all right. It's not a big deal because, again, it can always be swapped back. That's the beauty of that copy and paste on the sides. I really like that. So, and that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put it in and it'll be good. And I'm just going to, well, no, well, actually, let me see. Yeah, because when I look at my map, I mean, very clearly, if I got three more, and there's going to be, because what I did, I incorporated the rabbits this time. Not going to go to separate maps. That's crazy. I do the, I probably should have done it the other way, but that would have been just recycling it and just redoing it. Because a friend of mine does it this way. She does it vertically, and I've been doing it horizontally. So and what she does, she puts like her rabbits on one side and she puts her eggs on the other side. The only thing is, it's 400 per row as opposed to the 8. But it kind of evens itself out because when you figure if you got 820, let's say, um, for the rows that I'm doing, it kind of works out. I think it kind of sort of works out. I'll go to her farm and take a look. So at least my bunnies are down. I'm happy with that, and I have a sufficient amount, so I'm good with that. I did think it was funny though when we did this Easter event for the first time, and I'm talking when the game first came out, and then they did Easter. Oh my God, it's like when you're seeing the little thing come up for what you needed to do quest wise. I'm sitting there going, are they crazy? 15,000 eggs, 6,000 rabbits? Come on. So obviously that's when we learned the lesson. That's why I'm saying to you about berry trees. I've said it to people that I've helped out. I said, the thing is, it's funny because we did not have the luxury of the newer berry trees. And I know a lot of the people out there that have been playing this game since day one on PC will say, you're right. I mean, I was stuffing berry trees in every vacant spot and making more. And I don't even, you know what? I don't even think my farm was fully opened. And that was tragic. Oh, God. But thanks to Ace and Mr. T back in the day and Maya, um, they really did themselves up because I remember they had well over 15,000 eggs and bunnies, and it was just insane. But then it came down to the point where, oh gosh, we need more berry trees. So that was the fun part, was discovering that, okay, so we got our trees down. And if you look at the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 berry trees, there wasn't really a huge selection as far as the seasons was concerned. There, it just wasn't enough. So yeah, I did. I stuffed my trees. Oh my God, everywhere. Oh, it was just no, no. So we learned a valuable lesson about that. Yeah. But I hope a lot of you are having nice weather. I hope my nice weather comes soon. I don't know. And I think, am I on early today? No, I'm on kind of late. I'm really trying to, really am trying to stick with the pattern of trying to be on every day. Um, I might skip a day, but I'm not going to give up on streaming. Um, and I appreciate my viewers and things like that. Even if that I was on and you go, oh, I'm going to go back and look. God bless you. Um, and again, like in our Discord, we have people that play other different games too, which is really cool because I get to see what games they're playing. But I also get to see, well, I guess some of them are new, some of them are old. Um, but at least I get to see them and, I watch them and, they're really cool. And I want to say there's Madam Flutterby. She puts all her videos up on YouTube, and please look her up because, even though I do a lot of chatty chat, okay, I try to put some tips and pointers out there too. But I have to say, in all honesty, she does really, really good, and you can message her. She will get back to you. But Madam Flutterby is great. She's great. Um, and I mean, I've watched her videos. I mean, I've watched her videos. I'm like, how did she get that road to be like that? I mean, it was just simple little things. But the way she does it, it's in a series, and you got to appreciate what she does. She does a really, really, really good job, and I appreciate that. I do. So I hear people banging at my door for the bunnies, and they're not getting them yet until it's ready. Now it said, I think it said 14 minutes on those sculptures too. So there's that. And I was reading briefly. Now, I don't know when this is going to happen, guys, so I just thought I'd kind of like let you know. I was reading briefly on the Farm Together Discord channel that there's going to be another major update. But it's not going to be like tomorrow or anything like that, but they're going to do another major update and add some things, which is great. Um, but all the more to me, I can wait. I don't know if they're coming out with the bundle or not. But for me personally, I think their prices are perfect. They're really nice. Oh, look at that. See, I'm hitting the 8,000 mark. Oh, see, I don't know how far. Well, I honestly don't know how far down I want to go with the Easter eggs, but maybe I'll just do the whole lot and it'll be good to go. But see, I have okay, so I have to start from the bottom. So once I change these signs here, then they'll be good to go. Yeah. I did put up the Easter lights, to separate the bunnies from the crops. I did do that. I did try to put some Easter decorations up. I did. I tried. But I don't get it. This is like I said, this is the second farm I started in memory of my other half, Larry, that passed away a couple of years ago. And I know I changed the name. Um, I'm not, it's kind of like I'm not trying to forget him because you can't forget. No, you can't. You just can't. Um, but I did this farm here in particular in memory of Larry because he was a really great man. He was a beautiful, beautiful man. So now let's get down to. I have to hit. Okay, so I can go. Oh, okay, I can go here. Okay, so now in order for me to wait, is the sign? I don't think it. Wait a minute. Where's the sign? I don't. Usually. Okay, why is that like that? Okay, so maybe I have to, maybe I'll start at 13. It might be easy. Yeah, okay, so it's 13. So here we go. And that goes really a far ways. Let me just double check what it's a 36 by. So basically, I all I have to do is um, hit paste. So now I'm going to change it to 36 because obviously, it is what it is. But now I just have to continue on and just, put the eggs down like I'm doing here. And you know what? I'm not going to do the lettuce. Well, I'm going to do the lettuce after the eggs. And again, it goes to copy paste. Boom, you're done. You know. Um, and the same rule would apply, but I'm not going to put eggs all the way. Excuse me. I'm not going to put the it up there all the way to the very tippity top. No, I'm not going to do that. See, it should be 36. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an X copy because that's, yeah, so I don't get screwed up. I know at some point, oh, whoa, back up. You missed something or not. Yes, you did. Oh, crap. Okay, so I'll just do this. Hop on my little vehicle. There you go. That works. It'll be funny. They're going to see that lettuce and they're going to go, well, what's going on with that? Oh, wait a second. Oh, maybe. Oh, wait. 2 hours. Oh, okay. I see where I'm going wrong with this. Okay, I get it. Um, it needs sprinklers on them in order for them to be an hour. So I can do that. I'll do that on the way. I mean, what? Oh God, I just screwed up again. Okay, see, this is what happens when you screw up. You got to go back and fix it. Okay, good. So I'll go over here and do okay. See, I'm gonna just change this one to that one and change this to that and then X copy. Okay. See, so that works. Okay. My guess is it's just, it I don't know. But it doesn't matter because I'm gonna just put all painted eggs here. It's not a big deal. And yeah, you know what? Ooh, I have 18,000. I don't know how that's gonna handle it. Uh, I have to see what happens because for the obvious reason, I have a feeling that I'm not gonna have enough sprinklers to cover this area for. Oh, I did it again. God. Okay. Okay, that works. For some reason I thought I did, but maybe not. I mean, if I don't have enough sprinklers to cover where I'm going, then I'll fix it. Oh, there's my poor little ducks. Give them a little food. And this. There we go, guys. Okay, go up here just to fix it. Why? See, caught on quick. And if you notice, for some of you, that see the eggs, they're different colors from the ones that you would get, after the event or during the event. And the other ones are called gilded. Here's my little turkey, I think. Oh, and I did put a basket up. Yay! At least I did one thing right. So anyway, there's that. I do like the idea of that fence, and you can see, overside instead of the wall. I like that idea. Oh, I wonder. I probably can't. Let me just double check something. Can you change that? Oh, I thought no. I guess not. Well, it's not. I thought for some. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. So, um, oh God, I did it again. I'm thinking, oh, why isn't it letting me? Because when you put the sculpture up, it's got to be on that little stone. That's why. Okay, so that explains. Because I'm like, oh, 2 hours. Ooh. Well, yeah. So those are the flower boxes and trees. Now, see, this is a breeze. There's no lettuce. Ooh. See, now we're at a 9,000 mark, and we'll definitely hit the 15. We shouldn't have a problem getting that at all. And I guess, see, because I used to have the bus stop down towards, well, where number 2 is, but now it's up there. So, but you know what? People can figure it out. They can see what's going on. If they can't, I don't know what to tell you. And slowly but surely, which I'm looking forward to, by the way. And maybe if you're all good, I'll show you this place. This place is great. Um, there's a ice cream place up the road from us. I mean, literally, like within 10 minutes, not even. Okay, away. Oh, the ice cream, it's really good. And they close obviously when it gets cold. Oh, now it's like, why am I hearing this banging? It's the trash guys. I keep forgetting. Today's trash day. Well, at least I'm getting 2 lettuce. I'm going to fill that lettuce bank up. Well, oh wow. Look at that. Look at how low my lettuce is. And it's kind of funny because when it's the normal time, okay? And when I say normal, when it's the normal time, a lot of people will come here to get lettuce, get the lettuce for favor, you know. And it's always full. Oh, and of course, my workers up there are constantly, working. But I have to remember the first thing to do before I even go on my farm to see how things are going, I have to go pay my workers. Imagine that. Oh, my thingy went up, leveled up. Yay. Didn't even know it. So, but, oh, and last night, um, I was watching a couple of Farm Together streamers, and some of them really didn't talk at all. Some of them were just. I was like watching this one guy, and I was like, I said, hey, because it really looked nice, just to see. And I said, hey, I said, so how's your setup? And he says, oh, I don't have this map fully open. I'm like, oh, you know. So I said, mind if I take a look? And, yep. And then all of a sudden, I didn't see it opened up, and that's all you could see was just his map, and I'm like, oh, and he wasn't really talking, he wasn't moving around, so I don't know what his deal was. Still trying to figure that one out. But a lot of people do when they stream this game. they either they don't say very much or they don't say anything at all. They just kind of do this and that's it. You know, it's quiet. It's silent. One person, um, it said this. The sound has been muted, and you know why? Because if you're playing, and she was playing Phil Collins, by the way. And the thing is, you can't play music when you're streaming. I mean, you can't play copyrighted music when you're streaming. I know you've seen other streamers do it, but it's you can't do it with this. Well, with a lot of games, you cannot do that. Um, it's basically not allowed. But if you pay attention to how people are doing music, and some of them are singing, and because last night I was watching this girl and she's got a record out. I'm like, wow. But I was really amazed because of the fact that she was up there playing her guitar and singing. She did a really nice job. I don't remember her name, but she did a nice job. So I mean, because I do follow other people that I found kind of interesting. Just like last night when I watched the guy with the battlefield. I mean, I didn't hear him cuss, swear, use profanity. And guys and girls, when you play a game like that, it's a very fast-paced game. And when you get shot or somebody does something silly, and especially when you die, it just comes out. It's just a thing that just happens. But and I guess he's been streaming Battlefield for a few years or so, more than that. And he was very nice, and I asked him a couple of questions because I played Battlefield, but not that version of Battlefield. So I noticed that there was helicopters, for example, in the sky. So I said to him, "Are those NPCs or just regular players?" He goes, "Nope, they're regular players and everything else." I said, "Oh," and he was playing on Xbox, which was amazing because some games, especially when you're streaming, oh Lord, it can be a little difficult. I'm at the 10K mark. See, I could open my farm, but I really, honestly, I don't want to open it right at this very moment. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I put all these eggs down. That's what I'm gonna do. Because, like I said, the first thing that these people are gonna do when they get here, they're gonna ignore my eggs, which is I don't care. Though I think those ones were watered, so I'm not gonna worry about them. And you know what? I'm gonna get my coffee too in a few minutes because I have to check on those houses with those things. But my berries are holding out very nicely. And I'm telling you, you're going to watch it drop. Not like the horses, though, unfortunately. Oh, gosh. And the thing is, I don't have that many horses. I don't. Not like I did before, because before I used to have, like, I don't know, I think close to 300 or 250, horses. But then, I started realizing it's like, yeah, I had the apples, but the thing is, when you have the machines, which is only the ones that are jam stalls, and I only have the four, and I don't intend on getting any more than four because the thing I like about the jam stalls is they're fast when it comes to you know um, being done. They're fast, and so wasn't the juice ones. And I think I struggled a little bit with the juice ones for a while until I set up my trees. And I know that early on, I have to tell you, is that when I was doing my crops and things like that, very honestly, I didn't really, no, I don't, no, I didn't have workers on trees right away. Not really. Um, Only because I would just do them myself. It was not a big thing. Because I know some people, they don't like doing trees, you know. I have to tell you, when I was playing Farm Together 1, the first one, I did the trees all the time. I got used to it. Ooh, well, except for a few trees I didn't like doing because they were a pain in the butt to get around. But um, I like what I like it now how they got all the trees set up so you don't like when you're doing the trees, it's a straight line basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh gosh, wasn't it the cactus tree? And there was this other tree that was like a log, and I think those had mushrooms. And oh my God, it was horrible. Because it even, oops, you see what I did? Oh, you didn't. Yes, you did. You all saw that. I ran out of gas quickly. But fear not. Get back on the horse and ride again. Okay, so, okay. I'm going to check the houses because, okay, so let me check my houses. See, they don't light up even if they have to be done. See what I'm saying? I have to just go into each house, make sure it's the bunny, and go over here. See, I know that they're done. Whoops, wrong way. And, okay, oops. Get over there, you silly thing. Something's done in here, and I don't know what the heck it is. Oh, the cow. Yeah. I kind of like this. I kind of like this room. I fixed it all up and I put an old-fashioned TV right there. I was going to put the big one there, but it just kind of looked wrong. It just didn't fit properly. So I put the old-fashioned one in there, you know. Okay. See, like I said, uh, I'm not gonna make anything in these houses. I'm just gonna do what needs to get done, and that's that. I mean, but if someone comes in and they do whatever, that's fine too. But just bear in mind, it's not going to show you, just like, it's not going to show you, oh, it's ready. It's not going to show you that unless you get up close and personal. So now I'm going to have to head back down to, well, I can go to 12, doesn't matter. Just as long as I do this right. But there you go. See, now I'm back on the saddle again. And I am going to check my farm too, just to kind of kick it up with the Easter rabbits because I do have them there. But I don't have. Well, I don't even think I have 1,000 on that farm. But we'll see. See, I didn't like last year. I do remember when I did the Easter event. I did it on my main farm, and I kind of sort of did it on this farm. But I think what happened was maybe I don't understand that, but I thought that when you do your first farm, let's say, for example, and you have all your event items, blah, 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 and then you go to the second one. Well, the second one, when it has an event just like this on Larry's farm, okay, it's going to show me like, oh, well, then you didn't get this, this, this. But yet, with my character, I could put them down, with the exception of and they did have a problem with that in the beginning with the sculpture, so I don't know. Because I remember my friend Maya, she said she picked it up and then she couldn't put it back down again. I have no idea why, so. But I know a lot of you that were dying to get this Easter event for yourselves. The bunnies are great. They make good diamonds, and I know I spread those bunnies around to lots of people, even before any of the events when they didn't have them when they first started. So I get it. But I hope that you understand that if you run out of them berries, it's because you got to put more trees down. Right now, I have. Let me see. See, I think those are 400 and something, but let me just double check. Um, okay, so we're not in that. Okay, so see, just so you see it. See this berry tree, this one, this one, this one. These are the only four that we had back in the day when we first started. We did not have these. But see, like I have these trees, blueberry. Okay. Why does it do that? Oh, so the stats off. Oh, left top. Is it left? Wait a minute. LT. Oh, okay. So LT to shut the stats off because I'm sitting there going, yeah. And see, I have these. Okay, I have these up, but I have them on my other farm. Go figure. But what I did was I put like 400 of those. And I know that I have those. So they're all 400, but I also have it on my other farm as well. I did the same thing. I put all those berry trees up. So we're at the 12,000 mark. And I'm sure. No, well, in a few minutes it'll be an hour. And I know that some of the Easter eggs will eventually be ready because I know that some of the other ones over there are up. They're watered. These ones aren't. Oh, I probably should have watered these too, but well, but I will fix that problem. Oops. Feed my little ducks. Yeah, we'll definitely hit the 15,000. And when I earn stuff here down below, wow, got that many. Well, oh, I turned a lot in. That's right too. That's what happens when you turn stuff in. Looks like, oh, I have hardly any inventory. The only thing I haven't turned in is the eggplant ones. I usually do the lettuce when it's full. Well, a little bit, not too much. The wheat and the garlic. The garlic I'm keeping up because yeah, it is a problem. Grapes I'm not going to worry about because I only have two grape machines or juice machines. I only have two of those, so I'm good on that. You know. So there's that. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't put any more bunnies down. Okay, so it says I have five of those, and think it's 14 minutes to for each step. I don't know how. I think it's. I'm not sure if it's 3 steps or 4 steps, but I know that it's like 15 minutes per step. Um, and when you are doing sculpturing, there it always tells you, how many steps it'll take to make that item, aside from, how many diamonds you get too. So there's that. Um, but yeah, yeah, see, I've got one, two. I'm going to take those two out because this is actually going to be mainly used a lot, right? So I'm going to have to end up moving. I'm going to take out the banana one, which is the pineapple, and I think that was a pineapple one too. So what I'll end up doing is I'll take these two out, and that way I'll have 400, and there's actually a little bit over four, but 4, 8, and 12. 4, 8, 12. So yeah, I'm going to do that because I have an abundant amount of rabbits, and who knows how long it's going to take me to, like, if I decide to go to farm two, for example, there's going to be nothing there. So I'd have to close out my farm, for a little bit just to get the berries caught up to 25,000. Okay. Before I continue on, I'm going to look at my map, but I'm going to go to here, which is farm two. Okay. And I don't know if those bunnies will be ready or not, but let's take a peek. They might be. Ooh, in fact, they are. Let's go. You know what? I'm going to harvest these bunnies because no one else is going to be here to do that. So I'm going to harvest them. Oh, and get some gas. Yes, please. Thank you very much. And also, when I'm harvesting these guys, you see what I'm talking about? They get berries up here too. And, you know, I have this one here, which is, but see, I have a bunch of berry trees there too. So, you know, and like I said, I don't mind doing what I got to do. Look at that 6,000 rabbits. Yeah, they can. Oh. See, now if I use favor, I would get more than because I have my rabbits up to P10. But, you know, I'm just going to do the bunnies and that's it. I only have, what, 612? Oh, and it'll give me an idea of what we need for the dailies on the bunnies because, yep, watch, when it hits 250, it's going to hit 500, and I bet you 750. Yep, I think it's 750. It's pretty standard. And see, they kind of took a little chunk of the berries, if you noticed, like the it went down a little bit, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm kind of glad, but yes, they did add the favor, and I like that. You know, that was so, which means it could take you like 2 days to get it done. Okay, and I did like that idea of getting that extra, and it does roll over, FYI. So it is kind of it's neat that it does roll over. So yeah, 750. I thought so. So maybe I'll have to put down. Yeah, I'll put down more rabbits here just because it needs, you know, like I said, 750. So what I'll do is I'll make it even to 750 so that way they're there. I could do that. Okay, where do I want to sneak them in? Um, you know, I'm gonna sneak them in right about here. Okay, let me I'm gonna put some down just so for myself personally, so that way I could do my daily and not worry about it. But let me just okay, there they are. So if I just need the 750, then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put the 750 right there. That way I can get them done, on the okay 75, 81. Okay, that's good. So I'll hook it up that way. Why not? Boom. So so this section is done as far as, they're fed. So now I can head back to my farm one and continue on with the eggs. Happy me. Huh? But before I do the eggs, I'm going to go grab myself my coffee. So I'll be right back, guys. Oh, I love hearing the birds outside. And some of the eggs should be ready. Maybe. Uh, I can't. Yep. See where 11 is? Yeah, they're ready. Okay. Oh, yeah, they're ready, baby. Why did that happen? Huh. Okay. Oh, because, yeah. So that's not too bad. I look out my window and I see my lawn, and then I see all the stuff that's gonna be done. You ever do that? You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. You guys probably don't have the luxury of getting snow, but when you get snow, obviously, the snow's got to go somewhere temporarily, right? So when you get snow, oh, I gotta bend over. Oh, hey. So when you get snow, and obviously you put the snow wherever, and then you look at your yard when the spring and it thaws out and it's gone. I even saw a little bit of snow yesterday, like on the ground, and I'm like, are you serious? Because I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, are you serious? That's still snow stuff? Like it was ice, obviously, but I was like, are you serious? Go away. But yeah, I've got to really, really, really clean up this room. I'm going to change it around. I mean, it's just, when I put this computer room together, I just kind of threw it together basically. I want to try to make it a little bit more presentable for myself anyway, since I'm a little picky. And so I'm going to do that. I know Shotgun, he likes, excuse me, he likes coming in here and looking out the window. But he likes the front because I don't know if you guys know this, but I live in a mobile home. So, and it's really not bad. I know some people say, it's a tin can. No, it's really not that bad. Oh, I'm at 13,000 eggs. Maybe I'll break your record, Ace, with the eggs. Okay, so I have to do this. Oh, this. Oh, okay. Thursday service. Okay. Delete. Okay. Oh, here I am, just fixing doing things on my phone. Yep. Okay, gotta do this. Full. Oh, my lettuce is full. Oh, heavens forbid. You know, it's funny. If you look here at the eggs that I'm putting down, and then you look over there to the left, those eggs are bigger. Yeah. Yeah, Ace, I think I'm gonna break the bank. Oh, and we have that many rows, huh? Not bad. I mean, I probably could wait until eggs are fully done. But you know what? I think what I'm gonna just do is, like I said, when I am done with putting these eggs down, I'm gonna put the sprinklers on them and I'll leave it open. I'm sure people will, show up, and the first thing they'll go for is the rabbits, which I don't care if they do or not. And after this row, I'm gonna go check the houses again, so that the one thing that we all need, the bunny with the Easter egg, I for some reason thought the unique errands, because those are the two things, I thought that that was included. I guess not. I thought it was. Yet I don't understand why I could not do that here. It's kind of weird. But again, last year is when they had that problem with the sculpting. So that they had to fix it because I remember, like I said, with my friend Maya, she it was gone. It was like it just fell off the planet, and that happened to a lot of people. So because once you get that sculpture, you can put it down anywhere you want. Oh, look at my lettuce. Sad. Bunny with Easter egg. Wow. It's really getting up there, and I've got a few more rows to go. Oh, yeah, heavens forbid. Well, that's okay when I turn it back to lettuce. Because, again, I think we did talk about this yesterday, too. I want to touch base with you. But you see what I'm saying? I mean, I had a lot of lettuce. But, the thing is, you don't have to go extravagant and do as many rows as I did. No, 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 no. If you have like at least 2 to 3 rows of 800 going across, however you want to do it, even if you section it off and stuff like that, like see, yep, the sculpt is almost ready. And I should have showed you this. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay, so now this is step 2 of 4, and it tells you how long. Okay, they're all going to tell me. But again, it's not going to, you have to physically go to the house. And you know that the seasons are every, what, 17 minutes or something? So, I mean, at least you know that you're going to go, oh, okay, so, the season, just go and do it. And I hope it doesn't happen here. I will know right away as soon as somebody goes to the house and they try doing it. Um, Let me see. One more house. Because like the last event, I found out that if they didn't get a certain thing, well, permission, they couldn't touch these. So I was like, oh wow, that sucks. I think let's go to number 1. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, I could do a row of eggs, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off. Sucks, but now I don't know if those are watered. I know that I didn't have the lettuce watered. Oh no, yeah, those are watered. Hopefully. I was gonna leave the signs down that I had, where the extra rabbits are now, but I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna take them up because it's just a pain in the neck, and if they miss a rabbit or something. I'm just curious though who has. I'm gonna before I open my farm. I'm just curious about 2 of my friends' farms. I want to see if they're set up already. I'm gonna be jealous of that. But you noticed, you've seen it. I started them as soon as that event said, "Boom, you're ready." So unless you have friends come and help you lay the eggs down or whatever they're doing, yeah, that gets them done faster. But it's the eggs. See, you got to have someone come and help you do your eggs. Because I remember I helped Mr. T with his. It was his farm that had all those bunnies. And I said, oh, I think you better put some more berry trees down. He did. It's funny though. Sounds of pretty birds outside my window. I miss that. 'Cause where I used to live, the only time, and that's if I was up and awake, the only time I could actually hear the birds, singing, chirping, or whatever you want to call it, was probably between the hours of 4, and maybe 7 in the morning, and I lived in the city, so, but the birds back there where I lived at, they, I think it was like, you're hearing more of the sounds of the city than you are hearing, the birds. And I think, and the only animal that ever came to visit my house, um, were the raccoons. They are adorable. We had a mother. She used to come there with her babies because we used to put food out there for him. Larry was really good like that. He used to put the he put we would give them cat food. They loved that. And the one thing that the raccoons loved the most was Larry used to say, "Oh, they like mushroom and marshmallows." I'm like, "No, sir." So he goes, "Watch this." And he went and we had a bag of marshmallows, and sure enough, they went for those marshmallows. They really love it. I think raccoons probably would eat anything. If they're hungry, they got to feed their babies. Yeah. Oh, Lord. I'm on 16,000 with 2 more rows to go. You know? I'd rather have more eggs, but am I getting any XP? Ooh, I'm so close to 574. Lombardi cabbage? Anybody? Here we go. 1 more row to go. Yay. See, I hope it. Well, no, it won't be because. See, I should have watched the time. Like when the 15 minutes were up to go back, redo them, and then they'll be ready. I didn't think of that. Oh, crap. I got 2 rows, right? Okay. So they. Well. See, I'm trying to see if those ones were, but they're not. I mean, I don't think they're watered. Wow. So I'm going to hit. I'll probably hit over 17,000 eggs. Definitely. Because I'm at 16.5. Yeah. And I don't mind putting all these down because like you've seen my farm too, I have all I need for, crops, and my animals are all of my animals are put down. So, are they watered? No, they're not. Okay. So I was checking. That's all right. At least I have the sprinklers on. I'm not going to have a lot of them, but I know it's going to take a lot more than 18,000. I know it will. Kind of stinky. Um, what do I? Oh, what do I have for? Where are they? Really low? Oh yeah. Oh God, they're really low. Okay. I was looking at what I get. like you guys, I've heard you screaming and crying for it because, because I'm always trying to figure out ways of getting medals, or ribbons faster. Because when you do the questing and things like that, you do get a lot of them. Um, and again, I know I explained to you with the jam stalls, and see, I might even have to see like it says 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. See, that's where I will turn around and get ribbons. And also the event shack. Yeah. Oh God, and the eggs, I'll only get diamonds for those. I think they drop eggs. Or they I think they do. They drop eggs. Oh my God, it's going to be what, 18,000? Oh God, 18,000 eggs. I probably should have put more rabbits down, but that's okay. I mean, I would have felt better just doing more rabbits than eggs cuz you know what? I mean, look at that. That's a lot of eggs, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe I could put a rabbit there in the middle. Yeah. That would throw everybody off. What the heck you doing with those? Because if I did that, I'd have 12,000. Hmm. Okay. We're almost at the end. I really. No. Um, I want to check something very quickly. Okay, so these are not watered. Okay, so everything from over here are watered, right? Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. See, these are all watered, so forget about it. I'm not going to worry. Okay, so I might have to move. No, it's not going to matter. Um, I could. See, that's why I'm saying I want to get rid of this fence. This might help a little bit. I mean, see, this is what I'm gonna. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna change the fence around a little, but not much. I just don't want to delete an egg. Okay, as long as I don't. Oh, that's good. Ah, let me put these eggs down. Ow. Ouch. And then what I'll do is I'll open the farm because there really isn't gonna be a whole. Why doesn't it? Oh, I see. Because those are newly put down. Okay. Well, I got a reasonably fair amount of eggs down, but it's not going to be a lot of eggs. But it'll give them something to get. I can't believe that's 1 hour and 38 minutes have gone by that I've taken to. But, I've got my coffee, so, there's that. Wow. Look at that. 17,000 eggs. You think? Yeah. See, that's what I'm going to do. I will start from where they do need to get watered, I'll do that. I'll start that. And then, if I increase my ribbons, I'll get more. Wow. So it's gonna be, oh no, well, it's gonna be a little bit over 18,000 eggs. So that's pretty decent, especially when you need 15,000, right? There you go. Works for me. Okay. Where am I at? Oh, and I should check those things, which I will after I finish this row. I know that it's what was on step two, I think it was, or three. I don't think it was. I think I was doing step three. So, and then those will be almost, those should be done, like, say, in not even 30 minutes. The, doing those. But then again, but see, you know what? I'm thinking, now that this Easter event, what I think we're going to do is, you see, I had a pretty large amount of lettuce. So I might even cut down on the lettuce and put, I don't know, something else different there. I don't know what, but something. Okay. Finally. Thank you. Now I'm going to check the houses, which I know for a fact. Where am I? Okay. Check the house. Yep, see? Step 3 or 4. So this is the final one because I have 15 minutes, right? So that's what I'll do. I'll just, do the run and oh, this one's not ready. Son of a gun. 4 seconds. I'm going to wait. Okay, go down here. How many seconds? Oh, it's ready. Jar. Okay. So now we go to those two. Yep, see? 5,000. My God. Okay. Okay, time to open the doors, and I probably will be logging off pretty soon. I mean, yeah, ending my stream really soon because I want to get this done and I want to be able to hang out and, let my game do its thing for people, and it'll be fabulous. Fabulous, so they say. I don't know. But we'll do that. Maybe I should do it now. But before I do anything, I want to put my prayers out to people that need them. Um, and I hope CJ is doing well. Oops. I want to make sure that, okay, so that's there. I hate where I put the, okay, so these are all watered. Okay, so I want to put my prayers out there for you, CJ, because I know you need them. And I know you'll be strong, and I know you'll do what you got to do and take care of things and take care of yourself because, you're a young man and, you could be doing a lot more things for yourself. Oh, I got to change this. Hold on a second. Okay, now I'm ready. Okay, so I'm going to start here and pray. No. But anyways, I do want to put my prayers out, of course, and I know that CJ needed them at a young age, like he did. He had a stroke, and he's working back to recovery, which is kind of good in a sense because he's young enough that it would probably be a lot easier for him than someone that's a lot older. Um, so there's that. I mean, he's got a beautiful family, so. But I also want to put those prayers out for those that need them. I want to put those prayers out for those caretakers that take care of others and their loved ones. It's a tough job, guys. I know that. Um, but it's something that, can be stressful. You're going to have your moments. They're going to have their moments. Um, because, you need to be recognized. And with that, that's what I'm saying. You guys need to be recognized and know that somebody's out there saying their prayers for you. And I hope you get it through the day. Because, like I said, it can be stressful. Make sure you eat food too, by the way. That's important. Um, so, that's where that is. But there are others out there too that need the prayers, whether they want to or not. There's a song out I really enjoy listening to. It's called Somebody Prayed. Really good song. It makes sense to me. It may not make sense to you, but you know what? Listen to the song and it's a good tune. Um, but with that, I just want to keep my prayers out there to you guys because you really need them, and we all need them. Especially this day and age, we need prayer, and so there's that. But I will, you know, keep these all in my thoughts and prayers, even though you don't know me and I don't know you. But it's always good to say prayers for people because they need them. Sometimes people need a prayer and, something goes good for them, but yet they don't know how it happened and they don't pray to God. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like me saying, I'm going to pray to you, God, but the only thing I want to pray to you for is making $1 million. No, I don't do that. He knows your heart. Be aware of that. The Lord knows your heart and He knows your mind. He knows your path. You don't, but He does because He set the path for you, you know. And sometimes your path might be a little crappy, but you know what? Don't worry about it. And things will work out. I entrust and believe in that. Things do work out. But, hold on. Oh, that's it for that because I ain't putting any more down. I don't know what I want to put there in that. Ooh, being stupid. Okay. So I'm going to continue on with my sprinklers. Because at least, I didn't realize they were 2 hours. I thought it was like an hour. Well, it's 2 hours if you don't water them. It's going to be an hour. So that's not bad. Could be worse, right? But at least my farm is ready. But I'm going to take a peek before I open my farm to the public. I'm going to take a peek and see who's ready, who's got their stuff out. There's only going to be two farms that I'm going to go to like take a little peek and go, oh wow. But that's okay. I might, you know, if I can. Painted eggs. I'd be willing to bet you, like with the Easter rabbits, the painted eggs for your daily will probably be like 3 or 5,000. It's probably going to be 5,000. I bet it's 5,000. I don't think because I'm looking at it now and it shows 2,000 as a daily. And it's either going to be 3 or 5,000. Easter rabbits, my guess is going to be, well, could be, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But we're doing pretty good. Oh, shoot. I had 18,000, didn't I? Oh, God. This is going to kill me. It's just going to kill me. But I prefer these sprinklers than the old school sprinklers. Y'all remember those? Oh, God. Those really were a pain. But they did the job. But not as good as this. Let me see. So maybe, no, it's not going to be 15 minutes then, because I just did them in the fall. So I'll probably have to wait halfway through winter to redo the sculpting, and they'll be done. Yeah. And I probably should have put them in the other two houses from my other farm, just so I know I'll get at least one a day. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, so why did it? Oh, I see. Okay, I see. It's gonna mishmash into the others. Yeah, see? It's gonna do that. Oop, can't do that. Okay. Yeah, but that's okay. We have a good amount. So guys, while I'm doing this, I'm going to end this video because I don't want to bore you to death with me watering my eggs. And I'm going to open the doors very soon and shortly. Um, and plus, I'm going to go and see if somebody else's farm is all set up and ready like mine. But they've probably already got people on there visiting. So I want to say to my lurkers, I love you dearly. And I do appreciate you being here. Um, and thank you again for all of you watching. Being here. And God bless you all, really. God bless you all. Um, so with that, you all have a blessed day. Make the best part of your day based on you. Make you happy. Um, because like what I do to make myself happy, I know what it takes. It's like when I help others and things like that. That makes me feel happy. Some people think, "Are you serious?" Yeah, I'm serious. But because it's always good to make yourself happy because only you know what makes you happy. Only and it doesn't matter what it is. Um, though I wouldn't suggest doing drugs and alcohol. No, I'm never going to suggest that because no, I lost a child over that. Well, he wasn't a child; he was a full-grown man, but I lost a son because he made one mistake, and that's all it takes, guys. It's just that one mistake. So it is what it is. And so I will say and bid thee farewell. You all take care. And I love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.